we will resume with our meeting. And that we are still on the business of open forum. Do we have any other items for open forum this evening? All right, seeing none, that will move us into new business for the evening. Moving on to Bill 14S 109 with appropriations. Originated and presented by Appropriations Committee. Whereas the Appropriations Committee, in a manner in accordance with established procedure, has heard a trip request from Athletic Training Club, noting that the request has been deemed suitable with regard to constitutional mandates and committee guidelines. By a 2/3 vote of the Student Senate and the signature of the Student Body President, that Athletic Training Club be funded $1,000 for the following recommended mileage, $800, and other at $200. Senator Powers.
Representative of this club to the student mic to.
You need to move.
Wow.
If you'd like to discuss this, you need to move to emergency business.
I'm sorry.
Senator Powers.
I move this to emergency business.
Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Mader. All those in favor of moving Bill 14S 109 to emergency business, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? All right, we are now in discussion of Bill 14S 109 has now been moved to emergency business. Senator Powers.
May we have a representative of Athletic Training Club up to the student mic to explain your request?
All right, my name is Shelby Barrett, and I'm the president for the Athletic Training Club. The trip that we are requesting funding for is our national district meeting. Basically, that meeting provides educational seminars, and it gives us the opportunity to talk to other athletic training students and social networking, because there's people from the National Athletic Training Committee there. We asked for $800 because there are 14 of us going, and so we have to have hotel rooms. And then other $200 was for, I wanted to be able to provide a meal for each, at least one meal for each student, so it wouldn't have to all come out of their pocket.
Do we have any questions for our student representative? Senator Powers.
For a hotel?
For hotel rooms.
Okay, we have it down as mileage.
When I filled it out, it was under lodging. Because the HHP department is providing transportation for us, so.
Senator Davis.
I move to amend Bill 12S 109 to read lodging, $800.
I have a second. Seconded by Senator Morgan. All those in favor of Bill 14S 109 reading recommended lodging, $800 as opposed to mileage, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Bill 14S 109 has been amended to read recommended lodging, $800 as opposed to mileage. Further discussion? Senator Davis.
Move to pass by direct vote.
Is there a second? Second by Senator Lawrence. All those in favor of passing Bill 14S 109, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And abstentions? All right, Bill 14S 109 is passed.
Thank you.
All right, then moves on to Bill 14S 110, originated and presented by Appropriations, whereas the Appropriations Committee, in a manner in accordance with established procedure, has heard a trip request from Delta Zeta, noting that the request has been deemed suitable with regard to constitutional mandates and committee guidelines. Therefore, be it resolved by 2/3 vote of the Student Senate and signature of the Student Body President that Delta Zeta be funded $1,000 for the following recommended registration. All right, Senator Hand.
I move we move Bill number 14S 110 into emergency business.
Is there a second? Second by Senator Rogers. All those in favor of moving Bill 14S 110 to emergency business, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Bill 14S 110 is now on to emergency business. Senator Hand.
Can we please have a representative from Delta Zeta step to the mic and explain the request?
name is Allison Meyer, and I'm here to represent Delta Zeta. I guess, do you just want me to answer what Region Weekend is for and why we need the support for our registration? Okay. So Region Weekend for Delta Zeta is kind of like a leadership conference workshop in a way. All of our girls get to go and network with not just alumni, but also other Delta Zetas within our region. A really good way that this supports not just our chapter, but also our campus is because we do encourage our girls heavily to be involved in other things besides Delta Zeta on campus. And because of the skills that we learn and how much we push our girls to just be heavily involved and in charge of our organizations, we also get to teach all the people that we interact with the leadership skills that we learn from going to workshops such as Region Weekend. So it's a big benefit for everybody. So yeah.
Is there any further questions? Do you have any further discussion for our representative? Senator Bicker.
Not for the representative. But I move to pass Bill 14S-110 by direct vote.
All right, is there a second for direct vote? Seconded by Senator Lewis. All those in favor of direct vote, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? All right, all those in favor of passing Bill 14S-110, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed and abstentions. All right, Bill 14S-110 passes. Moving on, we have Bill 14S-111. Which is originated by Senator Melvin and Senator Patel, presented by Office of the President. Whereas members of the Student Affairs Committee have been charged with the task of exploring ways to cultivate a culture of integrity from a student perspective beyond that which already exists on a university administration level. And noting, exploration of sister institutions' guidelines and academic research indicated a posted statement of honor in classrooms helped serve as a deterrent for cheating, and emphasizing students' integrity amongst fellow colleagues is crucial in developing long-lasting relationships and holding the educational standards set forth within the academia, and realizing creating a code of honor that is expected of every student provides as a guideline for new and old students alike to foster an environment for generating intellectual and social growth. Therefore, be it resolved by 2/3 vote of the Student Senate and signature of the Student Body President that the attached code of honor be officially established as the expected standards every student holds for one another. And it reads, the students of Fort Hays State University pledge to honor this code in order to represent our ideals and values. We promise to hold ourselves to a high standard of integrity and to encourage positive attitudes and actions for the well-being of our peers. We believe that honesty is represented by a student striving to benefit from their own work and to appropriately give to any and all uses of others' intellectual property, such as statements, ideas, and references. At FHSU, we encourage every student to respect themselves and everyone that is a part of the community. This includes respecting the opinions and differences of others, as well as seeking to understand their point of view with dignity. Students shall foster an environment conducive for collaborative learning and civic engagement. By following this honor code, the students of Fort Hays State University are able to represent the ideals of striving for self-improvement in both our character and intellect. With these simple values, we can fulfill the university mission, forward-thinking, world-ready. All right, that will move us on to Bill 14S-112, originated and presented by Allocations Committee. Whereas the Fort Hays State University Student Government Association is annually given the authority to allocate student fee money, and noting that the Allocations Committee consists of 7 elected senators, the Vice President for Student Affairs, or designee, the Vice President of Administration and Finance, or designee, the Vice President of the Student Government Association, and the Treasurer of the Student Government Association, commissioned with the task of reviewing requests by campus organizations, determining appropriate monies to be distributed to worthy groups registered by the Student Organization Committee or groups that received a waiver from the Student Government Association President, and presenting a bill with dollar amounts and rationales to the Student Senate. And also noting that the Allocations Committee is given the right in the Student Government Association Constitution to make provisions, recommendations, stipulations, or general instructions as to the use of money allocated to organizations, and realizing that these student organizations need funding to increase the involvement and education of students attending Fort Hays State University. Therefore, be it resolved by 2/3 vote of the Student Senate and the signature of Student Body President, and the Fort Hays State University president that student fee monies from fiscal year 2015 be distributed accordingly to the noted organizations on the attached list. And that has been provided. I'll move us on to waiver number 14S100, originated and presented by Office of the President. Whereas the Student Government Association Constitution gives the President of the Student Government Association the power to give a waiver to any organization that is not recognized as a student organization by the Student Organizations Committee, and realizing that a waiver is needed for a non-SOC recognized organization to receive funding through the allocations process, and noting that the Student Government Association President has received and reviewed waiver requests from the following organizations and has deemed them suitable with regard to constitutional mandates to receive student fee money through the allocations process: American Democracy Project, Global Leadership Project, Tiger Tots, Athletic Bands, Special Events Committee, Encore, Women's Leadership Project, Tigers in Service, Go Global, Center for Language and Culture, Sibelius Lecture Series. Therefore, be enacted by a 2/3 vote of the Student Senate and the signature of the Student Body President that the above organizations receive a waiver, thereby allowing them consideration for funding through normal means as defined in the Student Government Association Constitution for the 2014-2015 academic year, fiscal year 2015. All right, that will move us into old business for the evening, starting off with Bill 14S108. Do I have a motion to consider this bill? Senator Becker. Do I have a second? Seconded by Senator Smallback. We're now on discussion of Bill 14S108. Senator Davis.
I'd like to move to amend reading in section 403C, part 2, that in the last sentence says these senators can be from any of college, should say from any college.
Can you please speak up, please?
Omit the word of in the last sentence.
Fifth word up in the last sentence of 403C, section 2.
Yes.
All right. Yes, Senator DeVore. That'd be changed to from, of? Is that what?
Get rid of.
Okay. All those in favor of the amendment to remove the word of in 403C, section 2, please say aye.
Right?
Aye.
Opposed and abstentions. All right, 403C, section 2 has been amended to read, 5 additional seats shall be reserved for at-large senators. These senators shall be the candidates who receive the most votes, yet did not receive a seat on Senate. These senators can be formed from any college. All right. Any further?
Point of information, can someone amend 403C section 3 from the Kansas Academy to read Kansas? I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
I will entertain that motion. Senator Becker, seconded by Senator DeVore. We're now on discussion of the motion, of the proposed amendment. So, Senator Powers.
Can I move to direct vote?
All right, I need a second. Second by Senator Wilson. All those in favor of 403C, now reading the number of seats for students with less than 30 credit hours at Fort Hays State University and students from the Kansas Academy of Mathematics and Science shall be 1 for every 150 on-campus students from the 2 groups. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed and abstentions. All right. 403C, section 3 has been amended to read. Oh, I just read it. All right. Any further discussion on Bill 14S108? All right. We'll go ahead and move for a vote then, seeing no motions. All those in favor of passing Bill 14S-108, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions. All right, Bill 14S-108 will be adopted. All right, we have no further old business for the evening. So with that, we will entertain some announcements. Senator Powers.
Okay, so Tigers in Service is still, the applications are open if you would like to go to Estes Park, Colorado. If you didn't hear my spiel last week, we're going the last part of spring break, so it's the Thursday through the Sunday. So you get to go home at the beginning, and then once you've been home for a while, then you get to go to Colorado. We're going to volunteer to work with the long-term flood relief that's going on there. So it is $50 if you are chosen to go, and you're required to have and provide your own waterproof boots. So if you would like an application, you can tell me your email, and I can send that to you tomorrow morning, so that way you can get it in by 4 o'clock tomorrow night.
All right. Senator Arnberger, who's next?
Okay, I just want everyone to know that we're working on the big event right now, and my committee did meet. That wasn't brought up, so we did meet.
Sure, not contact me about that.
My bad, that's okay. Anyways, so I just want to let you guys know that we're splitting up each organization, and so you'll be getting an email from me I'm going to have everybody assigned to 4 organizations, and you just simply have to email them and tell them and ask if you can go talk to them at their next meeting and just kind of explain the big event. So just be expecting an email from me, and it'll explain everything. So just a heads up.
Senator Hand.
Okay, so American Democracy Project has 2 events that are really big that are coming up starting next Tuesday. So the first one is a film screening that we're going to be hosting in the ballroom at 6:30. It's called the Dream Share Project. It talks about how as college students, after you graduate, you don't have to know exactly what you're doing, or you don't have to go to that job that pays really well that you might not really enjoy. It kind of explains how you can go and you can follow your passion, you can follow your dreams and do that. Accompanied with that is going to be the 2 people that actually filmed the documentary. They will be visiting and doing a workshop for us afterwards, so please come to that. The other event is the Arts and Issues contest that we're going to be hosting. This is actually the second time we've hosted it, but it didn't go over very well the first time. So we're going to try it again, and basically any student that likes to paint or do an art project or create music, sing, write poems, skits, anything, and it ties to domestic or world issues, you can enter into the contest, which applications are in the ADP office, Custer Hall 206, starting on the 11th. And if you want any more details, you can talk to myself or Senator Lawrence. Thank you.
Senator Roscoe.
I would like to thank you all on behalf of the Fort Hays State Black Student Union for coming out to any of our Black History Month events that we had this past month, including the show, the dinner, any of our meetings, the movies, showings that were done through the Office of Diversity Affairs, through the Center for Student Involvement. We really appreciate the Student Government Association and your participation, and we love you.
Soul Food dinner was absolutely delicious. Senator Weiss.
The Women's Leadership Project, along with AAUW, the Center for Civic Leadership, and a few other partnerships on campus, are sending 6 women to the NCCWLS, which is a national conference for college women. You get to meet female leaders from across the nation and learn how they battled with gender equality and also became leaders in the world and made great changes. So a lot of political congresswomen and other people who have played a major role in politics. It's June 5th through the 7th. It's a completely free trip, and we're taking 4 to 6 women. Applications are on Monday, though. Sorry, guys, this is just for the females. I'm sorry. But applications are due on Monday, so if you'd like one, they are online, or you can stop by the office and I can give you more information. That's all.
Any further announcements this evening? Public Relations Director Hoosman.
If you guys have not seen all of your beautiful faces on the website, I did upload those pictures from CTEL, and if you guys need those for any reasons, maybe for like a LinkedIn profile or a passport photo, you can contact me because there's actually 2 variations, one for web, one for print. So if you guys need those for any reasons, I would love to give them to you.
All right, any further announcements? President Roberts.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would like to move back into executive session for the duration of 40 minutes unless adjourned early to consider concerns addressing the Allocation Standing Committee, funding procedure process, and next week's funding procedure as a whole.
Do I have a second? Second by Senator DeVore. All those in favor of continuing with our discussion on emergency business, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? And abstentions. All right. Once again, I will ask that the cameras be shut off. Those in attendance. We will resume adjournment right after we get done with the meeting. Otherwise, I'd like to thank you all for coming this evening.